The Vanishing of Maura Murray, a Ghost in the Snow. A Gothic Hippies True Crime Edition. Hey Gothic Hippie Goddesses, welcome back to the shadow side of reality. If you don't know me, I'm Fekete-Mustafa, and I am partial owner with my sister of Gothic Hippies Makeup. I'm a spooky chick, and I'm looking for all of my spooky friends to come here. So I'm just saying, if you love makeup and you love spooky stuff, just click the subscribe button. That way we can stay in touch, besties. And don't worry, I'm going to be posting all of the products in the description, but I don't want me telling you what it is to disrupt the story. That being said, let's go. Tonight's story isn't just a missing persons case. No. It's an obsession. A haunting mystery that has baffled the internet for over 2 decades. It's the kind of story that sinks its teeth into your brain and never lets go. This is the chilling, unsolved case of Maura Murray. Maura was a 21-year-old college student who vanished after a car crash on a dark, rural road in New Hampshire. I know people say New Hampshire, but I like New Hampshire. It's like the Shire on The Lord of the Rings. Car crash, dark, rural road. No one's seen her leave, and no one's seen her since. Let's rewind. Maura's double life. Maura Murray had it all. Brains, beauty, and a great future ahead of her. A star athlete and West Point cadet before transferring to UMass. I want to say it's UMass. I could be saying that completely wrong. Amherst. UMass Amherst. To study nursing. But Maura wasn't just a golden girl on the surface. Nope. No. Underneath, there were cracks forming. Some no-nos that are just seeping into these cracks. All the no-nos seeping into the cracks. In the days leading up to her disappearance, Maura was acting off. Strange emails, secret phone calls. A disturbing event on February 5th, 2004, just 4 days before her disappearance. Maura was working a night shift at her security job when she received a call. We still don't know exactly what was said on that call. But immediately after, she broke down in tears. Aw, poor Maura. A supervisor found her unresponsive, zoned out, and just repeating the phrase, my sister, and crying. But when asked, her sister Kathleen said she did not speak to Maura that night. Oh heck no. What in the haunting foo on you is this? I wonder what that was. I don't know. Who was she talking to on the phone? So what happened on that call? Well, no one seems to know. We don't know. So let's just travel on to the mysterious road trip. On February 9th, Maura had emailed her professors around 1 p.m. to tell them that she wouldn't be back for a week because there was a death in the family. Problem with that is, there was no death in the family. So, yeah. It's really got me just wondering. She's she gets on this phone call and then she's just whimpering, my sister, and then tells her professors there's a death in the family, but that never happened. Her sister says she never talked to her, and nobody came forth to say that they talked to her. I don't know, it's so weird. I wonder if they could like track where the call was coming from, if there even was a call. Maybe there wasn't a call and she just picked up the phone pretending. I don't know. Like, it's just so strange. And it's so strange to just be kind of happening out of nowhere. So she withdrew $280 out of her bank account, which was pretty much about all the money she had. I feel you, girlfriend. I feel you. She went and bought alcohol from a local liquor store. You can kind of see where this is going. Red wine, Bailey's, Kahlua, and vodka. Sounds like she's making a mudslide. About to drive, drinking, all of this stuff. It just, sounds like a recipe for disaster. I'm definitely no wing expert, especially with these hooded eyes. Her last known ATM footage caught her alone, calm, and wearing a hoodie. Yeah. Well, I would hope so. It's snowing outside. Kind of thinking she should have something heavier than just a hoodie on. My goodness gracious. And then she hit the road, leaving behind her boyfriend, her job, her life, destination unknown. The only clue, a printed MapQuest directions to a small inn in Bartlett, New Hampshire. A cozy place surrounded by mountains and snow. And she never checked in. So let's talk about the crash and the vanishing. At around 7:25 p.m. in the quiet town of Haverhill, New Hampshire, Maura's black Saturn went off the road into a snowbank on Route 112 in a desolate road in the White Mountains. A local woman saw the crash from her home. She said Maura did not appear to be injured. She even declined help and claimed that she had already called AAA. Oh, Maura. I'm thinking some lying going on because of the drinking and driving, mudsliding after having some mudslides, Yeah, that wouldn't look good, so that's probably what happened. As the records show, she of course did not call AAA, but I'm sure you guys guessed that, so. So roughly 7 to 10 minutes later, the police arrived, but Maura was nowhere to be found. She was gone. The car was locked. Their airbag had deployed. Inside the car was an open wine box and a soda bottle that smelled like alcohol. No. These kids. Ugh. In all reality, it's not just kids. Sadly, some grown-ups just never grew up, I guess. They're just... Stop drinking and driving, guys. Please. Anyway. Oddly, a rag was stuffed inside of the tailpipe. Yeah, you heard that right. A rag was stuffed into the tailpipe of the car. And this was a detail that Maura's father told her would help the car from smoking. If she put a rag inside of the tailpipe, then the car would not smoke. But some speculate it was her trying to sabotage her own car. Which brings us to theories, suspects, and sightings. Exciting. And here's where things spiral into full-blown mystery territory. Theory number 1. She ran away. Some people think that she staged the whole thing to escape pressure. A recent car accident she was in. Academic stress. You know? Possibility of a strained relationship. You never know. But why vanish in the middle of the woods? Good question. Theory 2. Suicide. There were rumors of her struggling mentally. But her belongings being packed carefully in her car, including makeup and birth control. Doesn't suggest somebody preparing to die. Just saying. Theory 3. Foul play. There's a narrow window. 7 to 10 minutes. That's not very long. Like, someone would definitely had to have been stalking and watching for this to happen. I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible, because I watch true crime almost every night, and I see that things like that, kidnapping, happens so very quickly. I mean, they don't even have to be stalking, actually. It could just be like the most opportune time for some crazy person to be like, oh wow, okay, young girl, let's snatch her up, you know? Just saying, this blush is so cutesy. Kind of wish you guys could see the eyeshadow better. It's like a chrome. It's really pretty. I'm going to keep working on lighting until I get it right. Anyway, back to the story. So, a narrow window of 7 to 10 minutes. That's not a very long time. Not a long time where Maura could have accepted a ride from a stranger, or anyone for that matter. Locals said she wouldn't have gotten very far on foot because of the freezing weather. It was snowing. And if someone did pick her up, it is possible that they just never let her go. Sadly, like I said, that does happen all too often. There were confirmed sightings over the years as well. A waitress swore she served Maura in a diner in New Hampshire. A couple had reported seeing her hiking in Canada. All dead ends. All dead ends. Nothing panned out. She was not there. Gone. Vanished. Gone. Let's get into the red flags and family pain. Fred Murray, Maura's father, has never stopped searching. Never. In fact, he is the one who gave her the car and was supposed to meet her the very next day. He's been critical of the original police investigation. How they waited 24 hours to begin a full search. How the crash site was never sealed. In 2019, the police searched a house near the crash site because cadaver dogs had picked up a scent in the basement there. But no remains were ever found. Gone. Disappeared. But just saying, just because there's like no body doesn't like mean that the body wasn't there and they hadn't moved it or something, right? Like, they should be testing for some like blood stains or whatnot, hairs, fibers, all of that. That was my daughter. That was my daughter. Her boyfriend, Bill Rausch, however you say Bill's last name, also came under public scrutiny. While he was reported cooperative, later allegations of controlling behavior and inconsistencies in his timeline have raised questions. But again, nothing conclusive with Bill. So where does it stand now? Maura Murray has been missing for over 20 years. Her case is in fact still open, now with the involvement of the FBI. No body, no confirmed sightings, no trace. Just a cold car on a snowy road and a woman who vanished into thin air. So what happened to Maura Murray? Was she running from something, or was she running to something? Was she taken by a stranger? Or does somebody close know more than what they have said? Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm interested. Thank you for watching, you Gothic hippie goddesses. Hit like, subscribe, and follow for some more unsolved, unsettling, unforgettable, true spooky stories. And we could do some true crime. I guess this is kind of like true crime, but I think it's kind of like ghostly and spooky at the same time. Until next time, stay safe and stay strange. Bye.